Ram to everyone. Let me begin with the Prarthana. Gurureva gatihi, gurumeva bhaje, gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave, na gurov paramam shishurasmi gurov, matirasti gurov mama pahi guru. Gurureva gatihi, gurumeva bhaje, gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave, na gurov paramam shishurasmi gurov, matirasti gurau mama pahi guru. Gurureva gatihi, gurumeva bhaje, gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave, na gurov paramam shishurasmi guru, matirasti gurau mama pahi guru. Today first of all, I seek your apology because I'm unable to share the screen. There is some issue. I'm trying several times, multiple times. There is some problem with the Zoom. It's repeatedly giving me the error code. So I'm unable to share the screen, but I will surely try to explain you. I'll be seeing the screen and my presentation, and I'll be like sharing it. So today is only explanation part as far as we have discussed. So first of all, let me unmute you so that I don't see just myself, but we all will be in small windows. I'll be happy. But please mute yourself immediately. Let it be a discussing class as well. Though it's my part to explain you all. I would really like you all to interact. And just give me a few moments. Please mute yourself back. Okay, right. So I think I have given permissions to everyone. I want to talk. Okay, until now, whoever is there, I have allowed you to talk. So let us begin. I'll be seeing the presentation and telling you, but you'll be only listening to it. Okay, I'm really sorry for this bad experience. So we are continuing with our like upasargas. Okay, upasargas we have covered some basics previously. Now I want to give you some advanced material on that. It's more about to be technical. Okay, so it's going to be a little technical. Let me see how it goes. If you are really feeling uncomfortable, I'll log off and I'll try again or something. After taking some time, I'll try back something. If you feel really uncomfortable, if my explanation is okay for you, let us continue. I'll add the presentation later to the video or something I'll try. Okay. So, dvayoho varnayoho sammelanam. What is a sandhi? What is a sandhi? Sandhi is addition of joining of two varnas. Okay. Two varnas is not Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. It's not that sammelanam. It's varnas is the swaras, the vyanjanas, and the letter related. Okay, the writing systems and the sound systems of the language. So when those meet, that becomes a sandhi. So what is an essential part of sandhi is many people get confused with if I say if I say something with ma and combined, then they will say this is a sandhi. But when that happens, it's just joining of two letters. It's not a sandhi at all. Sandhi, what is requirement is there should be some newness. Something new should happen. Some replacement, some addition, some joining of that two letters should result in something different from both the letters. Okay, like e and like a come together, then ya is coming out. So that way something should be coming out, or when a and a join, it will become a. So one thing is remaining out of both. One a is killed. So that is one of the changes. Like that, some nutana parivartanam should happen. Then it is of four kinds: agama, adesha, lopa, and prakriti bhava. Four things happen. One is coming of new letter apart from those two. Second is one letter replacing the other. It can be a new letter or it can be one of the both. Adesha is two types again. A new letter comes in place of both, or one of the two letters remains. So imagine two letters. There are like this is A letter, this is B letter. There is a plus in between. So either A and B join together to make a new letter, or B goes away, A stays, or A goes away, B stays. Like that, some things happen. Or sometimes some lopa, visarga, we see lot of lopa happening there. And prakriti bhava is it remains as it is. No change happens. Whatever is there, it will just it happens with the dvivachanas. Mostly it happens. Idu de dvivachana prakriti. So it just stops there, like it nothing happens there. So it is prakriti bhava. Okay. So then now we are discussing sandhi in the background of dhatu and upasarga, isn't it? Dhatu and upasarga we are discussing. Okay. So there are like four possibilities. When a dhatu and a upasarga are meeting each other, there are four possibilities. What are they? Can you guess? There are like two letters. One is no, visarga doesn't happen here because no upasarga has a visarga or no dhatu ends with visarga. Okay, so there is no question of visarga. What are the two other elements? Swara and vyanjana. So can someone of you unmute yourself and tell me what is this one? I mean, the four possibilities between these two. Okay, you just tell me.
Namaste, Bhagini.
Namaste.
Swara plus swara. Swara plus vyanjana. Vyanjana plus vyanjana. Vyanjana plus swara.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, exactly. These are the four. Swara plus swara. Then sandhi happens. So it's either, it's two kinds, either savarna or asavarna. Okay, same kind of two swaras coming together or two different swaras coming together. A plus A, E plus E are savarnas. E plus A plus U, etc. are asavarnas. Then the second possibility, swara plus vyanjanam. There is asandhi. Never they will meet. One swara is there. For example, one A plus Ka. Nothing happens. Nothing. There is no sandhi possibility at all. Then the third possibility, vyanjana plus swara. First is vyanjana, next is swara. So this one, okay. Then the ma and the a come together. Then just ma we will write together. Nothing new happened. People say, oh, the ma has got the a inside, so something new happened. No, it's just writing together. It's a saying together. That's all. Nothing new happened. No dirgha happened. No hasva happened. Nothing changed. Okay, so vyanjana plus swara is directly they will meet. K plus a, p plus u, whatever be there, it will just comment sakshan melanam. That is not sandhi at all. Now the next possibility is vyanjana plus vyanjana, where the real sandhi happens. So there are a lot of vyanjana plus vyanjana sandhi. Swara plus swara also many kinds are there. Vyanjana plus vyanjana also many kinds are there. So vyanjana plus vyanjana, it need not be like asavarna or asavarna. I mean same vyanjana or different vyanjana. It is not a question. Like lot of possibilities are there in that. Then what are the this one sandhi, how it works in the case of dhatu and upasarga. Okay, so one rule is there. There is a sandhi rule which says nitya dhatu upasargayoh. What is the starting of it? I forgot. Just now I Ekapada nitya. Samhita is nitya in ekapada. Nitya dhatu upasarga. In dhatu and upasarga it is nitya. Nitya samasa. In the samasa also it is nitya. And vibhakya sa vibhaksham apekshate. That is different. We will not go to all that. What is important for us is dhatu and upasarga sandhi is nitya. We cannot say it is like sometimes we want to make, sometimes we don't want to make. We have no choice. We have to make it somehow. Okay. Next. When the upasarga and dhatu are joined, what are the two things that are coming? One upasarga, one dhatu. So upasarga's ending letter, dhatu's first letter. They come to the joining. Okay. Now based on that, based on this need of ours, when we are joining those two, the last letter of the upasarga, the first letter of the dhatu, because it is going to be added on the left side of the dhatu, isn't it? Like gum is there, we want to use agam, a upasarga. So a upasarga is coming where? After gum it doesn't come. Gama, it will not become gama, it will become agam. Okay, it will never become gama. Okay, it will not become gampra. It will become pragam, pragachati, like that. Okay, so based on that, what we divide, we try to divide the upasargas. They are like pra, apa, ava, upa, para, a. What do you hear in the end? What do you hear in the end? A. Isn't it? A and a. Okay, both. Okay, so these are all a ending. A and a, I mean to keep them same. Okay, keep them in the same line. Then the ikarantas. Okay, they are like, can anyone name the ikaranta upasargas if you remember? Do you have the list of upasargas with you?
Vi, pari,
Pari.
Api.
Yes.
Prati.
Yes. Correct.
Ati.
Ati, api,
Prati. Adi.
abhi. So I'll just read out the names. Vi, ni, adhi, api, ati, abhi, prati, pari. So how many are there? 8 upasargas end with e. Then next ukarantas. How many ukarantas are there?
Anu,
And
Su,
Anu and Su.
Anu and Su. Only 2. Okay, 2 ukarantas. They're all smart students, huh? Then vyanjanantas. Okay, there are vyanjanantas, only 4. Okay, what are they?
Nir, nis,
Dus, Dis,
Nis, dus, dur.
Like some and ud. Ud, some, nis, nir, dus, dur. Okay, so if we take them as 1 or 2, then it depends upon that. Number is not important. The identification is important. Okay, so we number it 6 or we number it 4. It depends. Then so we have 4 kinds. One is akaranta, both. Then ikaranta, ukaranta, vyanjananta. Now the most of them are ikarantas. So the more possibilities and sandhi ideas that we are going to work with are the ikarantas. Okay. So we should know the yanadesha sandhi. We should be very this one. When it comes to the next issue is the dhatu's first letter. But now dhatu's first letter is not in our control. It cannot be like what you call as categorized very easily. There will be like many dhatus, all the letters dhatus are there, almost all the letters. Okay, even with sha, ana also letters, the dhatus are there. Though we don't use the forms in that, of course, we say anama dhatu, but we say namati. But when with pra, it becomes pranamati. So that way, okay. So that is not a great discussion point because we should be ready for all the letters. Okay, plus key left side. On the left side of the plus, we have these possibilities, these 4. Akaranta, ikaranta, ukaranta, vyanjananta. Okay. Now vyanjananta, I am not again dividing it. Though it affects the sandhi, I am not dividing it further because it's like small cases only. Some ut, the ta and the only 2 can come. Okay. Then the ta can change to the. That's all. Then the nis, nir, they affect a little. Okay. Nis, nir. And this one, dus, dur. Okay, the same thing. The sa, ra, ma, and ta, da. These are the 5 letters coming out from the vyanjanas. Okay, now we'll go further. Now varna adita. Now varna adita, is there only one upasarga possible? Is there only one upasarga possible or many upasargas, multiple upasargas possible?
multiple upasarga.
Now I said we should be counting. Please mute yourself back. I'm unmuting you all, the new students, late comers. Okay. So when the upasarga and upasarga are coming in combination to each other, joining each other, then it is no more just the upasargas ending that is counted. Now we have to count adi also, isn't it? It's obvious, isn't it? Like we have abhyut, abhi plus ut. Now, after abhi, there is not dhatu, but there is a upasarga again, which starts with u. So that is going to affect the sandhi again, isn't it? So when the upasarga yojana, we are talking of the adi also, with multiple upasargas. Okay, there ekadhika upasargas are there. Then we will put the adi also comes into picture. So how many are possible upasargas? 3, sometimes 4 also. I have seen one upasarga with so one case with 4 upasargas. So mostly 3, maximum 3 are coming very frequently. Frequent occurrence is 3. Okay. Abhyupadeyam, abhyupa, abhi, upa, a. 3 are coming. Okay. So vyut, v, ut. Then if you put a. Okay. Vyut, pra. Sometimes like that. Then abhipreti, abhipra plus aeti, abhiprai, like that. So this kind of like 3 is very common. Now what is happening here? Again these 4 cases come. Swara plus swara, swara plus vyanjana, vyanjana plus swara, swara plus swara, vyanjana plus vyanjana. These are all coming up into picture. Now we want the upasarga adi also for that enlisting. Okay. Now one is upasarga anta, one plus upasarga adi. That is going to happen in this case. What are we doing? Upasarga anta is like previously we have discussed, like the 4 cases, akaranta, ikaranta, ukaranta. Now we have akaradi, ukaradi, vyanjanadi. Okay, 3 cases. All the upasargas can be on the base of adi, they can be made into how many? 3 cases. Akaradi, apa, anu. Yeah, you can list them. Tell me akaradi upasargas. Akaradi. A should be at the starting.
Anu,
Para,
Yeah.
Apa, ava, a, ati, adi,
Atati.
api, abhi, anu.
Correct. All of them are coming. Apa, anu, aba, adi, api, ati, abhi, a. 8. 8 of them are a starting. Okay. Then ukaradi.
Anu,
Upagachati.
upa,
Ukaradi.
Upagachati.
Upa.
uda, ud, upa.
Correct. Now what is vyanjanadi? Only 2 are there. Ut and upa. Okay. What are the vyanjanadi upasargas?
Pra, para,
Pra, bi, para,
nis,
Nir, dus, dur.
dus, dur,
Su,
nir, nis, dur, dus,
ni,
prati, su,
pari.
pari, ni.
Yeah. Very good. Almost all are covered. Pra, para, sam, nis, nir, dus, dur, vi, di, su, prati, pari. Okay. So I'm reading out from the screen. Right. Now we go to the next topic. Now you understand, right? I will just simply summarize. One case was upasarga plus dhatu, where it was upasarga anta and dhatus adi. Dhatus adi, we just keep it aside because many possibilities are there. All the letters dhatus are there. Now upasarga anta, we categorized it as 4 types. Now when there are multiple upasargas, the second case is multiple upasargas, then upasarga adi also counts because the upasarga anta plus upasarga adi, now upasarga anta plus upasarga adi, it's going to be 3 upasargas in line. Then the adi would count as well. Now adi has 3. How many? 3. Akaradi, and then ukaradi, and then the vyanjanadi. Okay, so 3 categories. Now we'll come to the main discussion point. What is it? That is the adagama. There is something called adagama. I'll directly enter into adagama. Now these are all very simple points. With all other lakaras, you can easily work out. Okay, so there is just upasarga dhatu coming together, and then it's done. Right? Now we come to the adagama, at agama. Okay, at is nothing but a. At is nothing but A. A is coming out. As an addition, agama. Okay, as an addition point, A comes. What does that A do? It indicates something. Some lakara it indicates. Okay, it comes in the 3 lakaras. Okay, like we'll take lung lakara because it's very common. Lung lakara we'll take. The second is samanya bhuta, that is lung lakara. The third is ring lakara. Ring is rit plus lung. Rit plus lung is equal to ring. So there also there is a adagama. So in the 3 cases there is there, but lung is the very common one. Lung. We should not say lung. The ga should not come. It's lung lakara. Stop it there. Lung. Say ganga and stop at gang. That one. Lung. That's one. Okay. So that lakara is we are adding in the past sense. Past tense. So gacchati becomes agachat. Now this is a very common thing. We all know it. Now where should the upasarga come? As we discussed in the last class, Bhrata was saying, why is it not apra? No, it is never like that. I discussed this point with one of my very good Vyakarana friends. So she said, I asked her, where is it written? Tell me, which sutra? Then she said, okay, think. What is adagama coming for? Adagama is coming for dhato. The sutra is dhato. So adagama should come to the dhatu. Then I said, when upasarga is added, it is becoming a new dhatu, isn't it? Then no, Vyakarana doesn't take it that way. But whatever, upasarga is not a dhatu. As far as grammar is concerned, when upasarga is coming as an addition to the dhatu, we cannot consider it as a dhatu. Together we might say anything technically later for all practical purposes. But dhatu means dhatu. That's all. Okay. That which is enlisted in the Paniniya dhatu pata or etc. In any way, it is not, still I am not very much convinced with that, because there are sanadyanta dhatus, other, like we are forming many dhatu bases. They are also becoming dhatus. Then how does it, this thing, that thing, many things come up. So it's okay, fine. But for all practical purposes, we'll think the adagama comes to the dhatu, the plain dhatu, and the upasarga is added prior to it. So after upasarga, dhatu starts, and between both of them, adagama comes. Please imagine the position. Please imagine these all varnas in front of your eyes. Please let there be a blackboard or whiteboard. Write with either chalk piece or a pen. Keep writing what all is being told to you. Put 2 pluses. Put 2 plus 1 plus upasarga. First upasarga plus a plus dhatu. That is the sequence. Dhatu on the extreme right, upasarga on the extreme left, in between a, between 2 plus. That is the same scenario we have got right now. Okay. So always remember this. These 3 places are not going to change. Upasarga plus adagama plus dhatu. Okay. Now we'll go further. I hope you all understood till here. It's not a very big science. Okay. I'm just making it appear complicated. You know, some teachers make things, simple things look very complicated to make a very, like you are learning something very great. Okay. I'm one of such teachers. Anyway, then I'll give you one example. What is happening? One is upasarga, pari. Okay, pari upasarga. We take a. Now adagama comes agachat. So pari plus gam with lang lakara. How is it being? Pari agachat. So now what is the scene? We have pari. We got an ikaranta upasarga with coming together with not dhatu but adagama. Now we have to be careful. Always on the right side of the plus there is going to be one a. Upasarga plus upasarga also we will deal the sandhi there. There sandhi we have discussed. If there are 2 multiple upasargas, for example, pari abhi is there. For example, I don't know if such is there. Pari abhi gachat. For some reason we are setting this upasarga. When pari abhi we are talking, until there adagama did not come into the picture. Pari-abhi combined by the upasargadi and upasarganta. First upasarganta, then upasargadi. Pari-abhi, they got combined. Now adagama comes. Now pari-abhi is a combination. Is it? But in the end there is e. Now we are adding a to it. So pari, abhi plus agachat. So this adagama is going to interact before the dhatu. Now it sends the dhatu away. No, you don't deal. I will deal with it. In the lang lakara and all other lakaras, who is dealing with him? Adagama is dealing. Okay? Adagama is directly dealing. A says that I'll deal with it. You don't care. Okay, so now every upasarga will have to interact with that a in between. A says, I am here, lang lakara, with all the adagama lakaras, I am here, you know, talk to me, not to the dhatu. Now the upasarga starts to interact with the adagama. Now this is the picture. Now let us go ahead with from there. So what is happening? Upasarga anta. That upasarga adi we will leave, whatever. We will come to that point where the upasarga anta comes into picture with the at. Now the sandhi niyamas starts coming. What is the antya varna of the upasarga plus at? Whatever is the sambhavita antya varna. So antya varnas, according to antya varnas, we had 4. Upasarga adi we had 3. Upasarga anta we had 4 possibilities. Akaranta, ikaranta, ukaranta, and then vyanjananta. There were 4. Now these 4 things plus at. Okay. So when it is akaranta, then plus at, it becomes dirgha. Now please visualize this one, because I'm sorry again and again sorry for not sharing the screen. So upasarga antavarna, one first possibility akaranta. So akaranta coming together with at. So a plus a, what will it become? Dirgha. That's all. Okay. Now the sambhavita antya varna is so there is the possibility of one swara or vyanjana plus at. So the right side is going to be always swara. The left side can be a swara, can be a vyanjana. Now when it is a swara and a, it becomes a dirgha. Okay. So all akaranta upasargas are going to generate a dirgha. Now the adagama joined. Now then again you will not add at. Okay, that at agama we are joining with that will give you a lot of space. Okay, imagine we are working out the sandhi before. See, this is how I learned. Okay, nobody taught me this actually. Just I came in interaction with this thing. I worked out myself. Okay, and saw what all these things, these beautiful letters are doing with each other. I just saw the way they become friends, the way they interact with each other, and then visualized this, and I'm presenting it in the same way as I understood it. Okay, so now this adagama is a part of this upasarga. Now don't take it to the dhatu again. So the second plus we are removing. The first plus we are removing now. Okay, now the complex will be formed with adagama, and then we will say the dhatu directly, like agachat. Now this a is going to join this part, the gachat will remain. Now this complex we are discussing. Okay, so let the right side remain gachat. Now this a will join with the upasarga part, and the sandhis we are working out now. Okay, so when the akaranta upasarga is there, pra, apa, ava, upa, they will take the adagama directly to them, and a dirgha comes. So upa gachat, ava gachat, apa gachat, pra gachat. That is going to happen. Do you agree or not? Are you able to see what I am seeing? What I am showing?
Yes.
So I want one of you to explain what I just said. Anyone can please volunteer and come. I mean, those who feel that they did not understand, they explain to me, please.
Bhagini, what you said, we don't see it on the screen. Did you say show it on this? Okay.
That's what I apologize again and again. Some problem has come over today. Actually, okay. What happened, I had shut down my computer, and before it totally powered off, I switched off the main. From then the problems are coming. So I just got my computer person today. He said it all right, but still I'm unable to share the screen.
Sure,
Something
it's okay.
wrong happened with the Zoom. So
I
I will
understand.
install it.
Yeah.
By next time I'll rectify it.
I understand. You said
You are talking.
upagachati, right? Upagachati.
No, not the adagama. The
Adagama.
adagama lakara we are dealing. So agachat, we are taking lang lakara only. The
Only.
form is
Agachat.
agachat. Okay. Now we have added upasarga to it. So that upasarga has a in the end. Upa, pra, ava, apa. So such upasarga we are adding. Now what happens?
Pragachat.
Correct.
Pragachat, then
Upagachat.
Dharna sandhi bhavati.
then adjagachat, adi plus agachat.
No, not e, not e.
Only a. Okay.
Only a.
Anta upasarga.
Apa, ava.
Avagachat.
Samagachat, avagachat.
Not samagachat, no.
Makara.
Samagachat is a different one.
Yeah.
Pragachat, apagachat, upagachat.
Not upa.
Avagachat.
So like that.
Agachat.
Sandhi.
Now you understand that pra has that adagama gone to it. Now you visualize.
Yeah.
Now after pra, you will say gachat. Apa gachat. Upa gachat. So the adagama went to this side. Upa. There it is staying. Okay.
So savarna dirgha sandhi, right?
Yes, that will happen.
Agachat, how do you say? Agachat, or there's
that will become a only. There is only two matras akara. That's all. Bhattarika has saved us in this. I tell her 100,000 times, Amma, you have saved me. Otherwise, I would have sit counting how many matras. So whatever, 4 matras also 2 matras. It reduces to a plus a also a only. Okay, only 2 matra a is the final one. Okay.
Bhagini, a plus a, do we add avasarga between them?
No, we don't. We don't.
We don't. Okay.
No. Avagraha.
Avagraha.
No avagrahas, please.
No
Just
avagrahas.
Avagrahas even where they are. I give you a very good advice. I did it and I felt very intelligent after that. Just drop the avagrahas. Become intelligent. Okay. I'm dropping off all your support systems, right? He is supposed to So Shakhayam upavishya vayam uddaitum na shaknumah. Isn't it? When we branches, we cannot fly. So we should leave our clinging points. Okay.
right.
Anyway, so that putting avagraha is for just a support for the student. I have learned from a Vedic scholar. He said avagraha has a different meaning in the Veda, and in the Bhasha, they are just for the to say that it's not a guna sandhi, so that
Pururupa sandhi.
Pururupa sandhi we put it. I always forget that name. So that for that we put it. But they have extended it to everywhere. Now when the A is there, they put 2 avagrahas. It's stupidity. Please don't go to that all that. It's not going to be
Thank you for explaining. I was wondering why there is 2 avagraha.
A foolish act of teachers or the presenter. See, the more they clear they want to make for the students, the more dabbas they are making out of us. I'm sorry for using this word. The more visualization they are giving you, the more closed minds we are becoming. Okay, I include myself in that. I was a great fan of presentations and all that. One day I said presentations are making people fools. Okay. And I really agree to it. First, it was very like, my mind was like, what is he saying? Our PPTs are we are making so many PPTs. It's all make people dumb. And yes, people's minds get closed. If they listen, they have more concentration. Their own visualizations are working in their minds. They have their own whiteboards and their own pictures, their own something going on. Visualizations. That all gets blocked when we use PPTs, presentations, and we are using a lot of like that graphical things and we are audio visual these things. Then it's all getting blocked. Our imagination is getting blocked. I'm sorry for this, but it's okay. To some extent, we need some help, but don't let it go to too high a level. And avagraha happens to be one such thing. When that, I'm very thankful to that Vedic scholar who told me. Okay, then from then I stopped using. Even in my writing system, I stopped using. People objected, hey, you didn't put avagraha here, it's missing. I said it's not an essential, but I'm not going to put it. Understand by yourself. Give your mind some work. Okay, that is. So that is, don't put avagrahas. Don't, from my, as a, like, it's my personal opinion, which I got from others, but many people put it. If you want to use, it is used in the Purva Rupa Sandhi part. That's all. No other places, please stop. Okay, don't go to other places. Right. It's overdoing. Now, the next one, akaranta, we just combined, isn't it? But I still, okay, the other one, para and a. So there also the Savarna Dirgha only happens. Okay. So it's like para gachat. Okay. Para plus a plus adagama plus gachat. It's like that. So many a's are there. Okay. So there is a possibility para plus agachat, para plus a plus agachat. There are two possibilities. Okay. So we cannot count it. Even if the a is there inside sitting, it will sleep. It will not make any sound. Okay. Like that. New sound will not come out. Okay. Then the next one is ikaranta upasargas. Okay. Now the ikarantas are having like abhi, ni, adhi, all that. Okay. Now you tell me what happens. You tell me the.
Yan sandhi.
Give me one example.
Pratyagachat.
Prati
Pratyagachat.
Pratyagachat. There is no dirgha.
Yes.
Pratyagachat. So what is it forming? It's forming ya in the end.
Yeah.
In the upasarga plus adagama, if we take that complex part, then we have ya. Abhya. Pratya. Okay. Pariya. Nya. Vya. Now you recognize it?
Yes.
Now you will immediately say, is Vyakarana the same thing? No, because it's V plus A. That is how it became. There is one more upasarga in between. And it's not Adagama Lakara. Vyakarana is not Lakara, first point. And that what is Lakara is Agachat. That is the Lakara we are discussing. So just keep to Gachat and add this A and let it become Ya. That bit we are discussing. Abhya. Pariya. Like that. Okay. 1 minute. Somebody has raised hand. I will just see what happened. Okay. Some more students are there. Let me just allow them to talk.
Itiriti ikaranta.
Pardon. Iti is not
Itiriti. Okay.
Iti is not upasarga. We are discussing only upasargas. Dhatu plus
Pratyavadat. Sorry. Okay, ma'am.
Pratyavadat kalu.
Pratyavadat. Pratyavadat, correct. Prati plus avadat, pratyavadat, correct.
Nyavasat.
Nyavasat plus avasat, very good, correct.
Pariyojana.
No.
Ati antam atyantam.
No. Please tell the adagama. That's all. We are discussing dhatu plus upasarga in adagama. Lakaras. Please be specific with the topic. When you give examples, we need one upasarga, we need one dhatu with adagama lakara. So I said stick to gachat or some other vadat and then make this complex, join both. So abhya vadat, pariya vadat, pratya vadat. Now you see it? We are not learning sandhis. We are not learning sandhis. For the newcomers, I am telling. We are not learning sandhis. It's upasarga plus adagama plus dhatu, where this adagama joins that upasarga and makes a complex. How to recognize? Suddenly you see pratyavadat, our mind doesn't go to anything. We are blank for one moment at least. We need to think what happened here. So I'm making that thing comfortable for you all. Okay?
Adhyagachat.
Adhyagachat, yes. Okay. Then atyagachat, adhyagachat. So adhigachati is he is understanding or she is understanding. Okay. Adhyagachat, he understood. Adhya. Okay, adhya. Adhyaharat. Adi plus ahara.
Pratyupakara.
No. What I'm saying is pratyupakara is dhatu.
Upakara.
Adagama lakara? No.
Vyaramat. Vyaramat.
Vyaramata. Vyaramata. No, Viramati is a parasmaipadi. Yes, Vyaramat. Correct. Vyaramat.
V adhika ava adhika sthapayati vyavasthapayati.
No. That's not the right example. We need an adagama lakara. Lang lakara. That is what you said, upasarga plus upasarga. There sandhi happened. But we are discussing with adagama.
Shamyatam.
No, not Shama Bhagini. Please don't ask that word. Please don't use that. Is a prohibited word in our class. Please don't use that word. Not for class and students. It's for other places in the sabhas, etc. Please ask there. In the class, we are all like learning.
Ni adhika
Shamyatam Bhagini.
Ni adhika.
Adagama.
1 minute. Ni adhika. Please tell complete.
Akshipat. Nyakshipat.
Nyakshipat. Correct. Nyakshipat. Right. Yeah. Now please go on. Somebody else was asking.
Adagama ityukte aham न ज्ञातवती भगिनी कृपया विवृणोति वा?
Yeah. Please ask like that. Then I will tell. Like
धन्यवादः.
When gacchati is there, we want to tell the past tense of gacchati. What will we do in the lang lakara? What is the form?
We have to add agachat.
And agachat. The halfening of the last one, e will go away. Agachat. The a. That a appears in 3 lakaras. This lang is one of the lakaras. We are trying to add upasarga and see what is happening to that combinations, that possibilities we are discussing.
अस्तु भगिनी अवगतं धन्यवादः.
Right.
आमां भगिनी धन्यवादः.
Vyalikhat.
Correct. V plus alikhat. So that upasarga anta plus adagama vya. Then likhat. Okay, that is how it is formed. Right.
V adhika asrujat vyasrujat.
Yes, vyasrujat. Very good.
Nyakshipat.
Vyasmaram. So I forgot. Vyasmaram. So vismritavati, instead of that you can say vyasmaram. Now you look a little intelligent. Doesn't it sound intelligent when we say vyasmaram? Aham vyasmaram.
Right.
That air of command you can say.
What are the other 2 lakaras you had said? Lung and lit. Huh?
No, not lit. Lung and lung.
Lung.
Like abhavishyatam, that one.
Okay.
And the next one is avadit. Vad dhatu has past tense as avadit. That one. That is a samanya bhuta. Lung lakara. Okay. But they are very rare. We don't use them. That's why I took lang lakara. Lang lakara we use a lot. It's a very frequently used this one. For anadyatana. That's why I took it. Okay. Right. So with
Pari adhika atyajat paryatyajat.
Paryatyajat. Correct. Atyajat. Pari plus atyajat. Right. So now you all understood. Those who did not understand, please raise hands. Don't feel shy because this is very important.
But the same rules apply to abhavishyat as well as avadit also, right? The same sandhi rules. If you use the upasarga in front of them, right? The same rules apply.
Same applies. We are concerned with the adagama, that's all. That at which has come in before, that joins with the upasarga. It is in the right, upasarga in the left. That position we are discussing. If it can happen, the rest of it can be anything that lakara has to, like avadit, nyavadit, paryavadit, like that.
Bhagini, in short, adagama comes in between upasarga and the dhatu.
Yes, that's what I said, the position. Upasarga plus adagama plus dhatu. So the 3 things are there. Upasarga, adagama, dhatu. Like this it is. Okay. So I asked you to make a board and write it down, isn't it? Like 2 plus 1 upasarga plus adagama plus dhatu. Like that. Fine. Now we'll go to ukaranta. This all you know, anu plus su, 2 upasargas. Now what happens? What letter comes?
Vakara.
Isn't it? Now you tell quickly examples. Each one example give me. I will give you one. Anu plus avadat. Anvavadat. Anvagachat. Like that. Su plus anu. We have only two. With su there are not.
Anvasarat.
With su there are no kriya making this one. Okay. Like swagachat, swavadat. We don't have such usages. I don't know why. Su is not coming with dhatu and forming a tinganta. Okay, but anu forms a lot of tingantas. So you can use just anu and tell me the examples. I don't want to go out of idiom for creating this one. Okay, so stick to anu.
Anvasarat.
Anvasarat.
Anu adhika agachat, anvagachat.
Anvagachat, correct.
Anvapibat.
Anvapibat, yes. Anupanam, that is the word is anvapibat, correct. So anva will be the complex now becoming. Yeah, you can use any other. Anvasmarat, correct. Anvakarot. Anvakarot. Anva, no.
Anvakarot.
Swagachat.
Anu plus Anvishat.
Anvishat. No. Anvishati. Anvishyati. So Anvishyat.
Oh, Anvishat.
Again.
No, not Anvishyat. One moment. We are not talking Anu plus E, isn't it? That is different. Anva. Anva E. Va plus E, V. Anvi. Okay, fine. After Anva, you have added V. Okay, fine. Yeah. Somebody is asking.
Anu apashyat. Anvapashyat.
Correct.
Swagachat.
No, yeah, swa. Swa, I said no. With swa, we are not finding tinganta forms at all. Believe me. At all. Okay, so we don't have any.
Su agachat.
That is what. No, you are not wrong grammatically. What I'm saying is they are not idiomatic. We don't find the tingantas forming with su. That's why I avoided. Please tell with anu only. That's what I said.
Astu. Anu avadat.
Anvavadat, correct.
Anu abhavat. Anvabhavat.
Anvabhavat, correct.
Anvakarot.
Anvapathat.
Anvapathat, correct.
Anu apashyat.
Anvaishyat. Anu. That what ish we have to see. Aishata, what it happens. Anvishyati is the form. Anvishyati. Ishyati, it will become. So Anvavishyat or what it will become, I have to check. Anu, Anvi. See, Anu is already there. Anvishyati in that. Ishyati is the dhatu. It goes like that. Anvishya, it will become. So Anu.
Anvaishyati, right?
Anvaishyat.
Anvaishyat, yeah.
Anvaishyat, it will become. Right. Yeah, that we will come to. That I forms will come to. I have made a point of that also.
Anva acharat.
Anva plus acharat. So A is coming in between, no?
Okay.
So it will change. The parameter will change. That's why I'm sticking to Anva. You should be able to, when you see Anva, then you recognize the Adagama part and the Upasarga part. That is why I'm telling you this.
Bhagini, anu adhika akarot, anvakarot.
Anvakarot, correct.
Anu aprathat.
Anvatat, correct.
Breathe.
Anvabreed, correct.
Anu aprachat.
Anvaprachat, correct.
Anu akhadat. Anvakhadat.
Anvakhadat, correct. Anvalikhat, correct.
So essentially, wu and a becomes a va, right? I mean,
that is the point.
wu and a becomes va.
Okay. Now you recognize this part. Let's go ahead.
Anvagayat.
Anvagadat, yes. So it is again yan sandhi, which is bringing the va element. Okay. Now we will go. Yeah.
Anvagayat.
Anvagayat. Correct. So you all got the concept. Anva. You can now recognize Anva. Now let's go to the next. Vyanjanantas. Now what happens is Vyanjanantas. It's very easy. Vyanjana plus Svara. It's just coming together. There is no sandhi happening. You remember our combination? Swara plus swara. Swara plus Vyanjana, no Sandhi. Vyanjana plus Swara, just coming together. Vyanjana plus Vyanjana, Sandhi. Now we have come to the point Vyanjana plus Swara. So Vyanjana anta nis nir ud dus dur. 6. Let us take separately. There are 6 fellows. Okay, 6 fellows are there. Some also is there. Some, nis, nir, dus, dur, ud. 7 fellows are there. Okay, so we are dealing with 7 fellows or ut and ud, that also.
Udbhavati.
1 minute. No. Don't skip. Don't jump. 1 minute. So what is happening? Let us see the combination first. First upasarga. What was our formula? Upasarga plus adagama plus dhatu. Isn't it? So what is our dhatu? Agachat. Gam dhatu. Lang lakara agachat. So this adagama is coming to this upasarga now. What is remaining? Gachat. So keep that gachat standard. Now we have what all? Please write down or visualize. Do something. Nis, nir, sam, dus, dur. These are the 7 things we got. Let us take some. Some plus, my voice is resounding. Somebody's mic is.
Someone has a.
Who is coming?
Who is coming?
Samagachati, right?
They should reduce volume, madam.
Okay.
No, someone has a speaker.
Yeah, someone's speaker is resounding. It happens in Google Meets also. That's why I'm asking to you put it mute. Okay, no problem. It's okay. So what I'm asking, come to the formula first. Don't tell me the answer. If you tell the answer wrong, also no problem. So
Nir plus a plus gam.
Right.
Niragachat.
Niragam. So niragachat. Samagachat. Okay. Now we'll practice this. So write down sam, nis, nir, dus, dur, ut, ud. Now tell me the examples. I tell one example. Niragachat. Nir plus agachat. Niragachat.
That is just a samyukta aksharani, right?
So pardon?
With nir and all, with it's just a samyukta aksharani.
It's not samyukta. It's just writing together. That's all. It's it's not samyukta, but it's just together. That's all. It's not a sandhi or something.
Niravadat. Niravadat. Correct.
Ut atishtat.
Udatishtat. Correct.
Udatishtat.
Ut abhavat. Udabhavat.
Udabhavat. Correct.
Udapatat. Udapatat.
Udapatat. Correct.
Niraparadi.
Please stick to adagama lakara. Niraparadi is not a lakara.
Okay.
Udachalat.
Udachalat. Correct.
Sam plus agachat. Sam agachat.
Samagachat. Correct.
Sam plus aharat. Samharat.
Samaharat. Samharat.
Samaharat.
Ut plus alikhat. Udalikhat.
Udalikhat. Correct.
Duragachat.
Duragachat. Correct.
Samabhavat.
Ut plus agayat. Ut agayat.
Udagayat. Not uttagayat. It's not ut. That's why we can take udda. So it will always become da. Uda only. Always uda.
Okay.
Samaharat.
Samaharat. Correct. And we'll not have sa also. I think dusagachat is not possible. So it's always dur-a and nir-a. Niragachat.
I'm unable to make.
Ahara will come, Bhagini. Nirahara will come. Ha will come.
Niraharat. It's niraharat only, not nisaharat.
Niraharat.
So sa will not come, I think. It's always ra. Have to check. I thought I'll check it, but I could not. So nira only. Nisa is not nisarati. Nisarati, but nirasarat. Nisasarat will not appear. Nisasarat, is it possible? Nisarati, for what? For the past tense, what will happen for that? Nisarati. So it's nis, isn't it? So when we put adagama, nis asarat, will it become nisasarat or nirasarat?
Yes, sir.
Nisasarat.
Yeah, it's not ni asarat. It's
Nis plus
nihi sarati. Nis.
Ma'am, so Nisahai is Nih plus Asahai, is it?
No, that is different. We are not talking about that. No.
Sahaya is not a dhatu.
Nis sahaya is a different case. We are not talking about it. We want one adagama lakara. So nis plus asarat, it will become nisasarat or nirasarat?
Nistarati, it will become nistarati.
Nisarati. Nisarati is the form.
Nis adhikatru, nistarati.
No, that is nisarati.
That's a different.
Nisatarat. So it will become nisatarat or niratarat? Will the nis remain nis or it will become nir? That's what is my question. So it's a big question. I have
Niragachat. Will it be Niragachat?
Niragachat is correct, Bhagini. But what will happen with nis? Nisarati. Nistarati. What will happen?
Nisacharat.
That is what. Will it become nisa or nira? Will it change to nira? That is the question. Okay. So
Sahas dussahas will come.
no, that's not an adagama lakara. Sahasa is
Nisarat.
Not lakara.
So please leave that.
Nis
first.
plus asarat.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it will be nirasarat or nisasarat. Technically, it should be becoming nisasarat. But is it possible with adagama when adat comes? Then does it change to ra? That is what is my question. It always changes to ra, I think. My hypothesis is that I have to check. I didn't come across that form.
Not Strutva Sandhi, right?
Pardon?
It is not Strutva Sandhi. It's Strutva Sandhi is
No, not
after
that. When adagama is coming with nis, what happens?
Yeah.
That is the question. Will it remain nisa or will it become nira? Simple question. So you also try to find out answer. I also try to find out. Okay. Now we'll close that discussion. And any more examples from anyone, or shall we go ahead? Everybody understood? Like tarati, atarat, ut plus atarat, uda tarat. This is the formula. Okay. Now we'll go ahead. So plus is it become only. Okay. So appears here after the vyanjananta upasarga. Okay. Now next gam dhatu. I'll try to read out all the examples that I have made. So I tried one thing with this. Like I'll anyhow give the presentation to you through the Vyoma website. This presentation will reach you. What I did was I took one gam dhatu and tried to make all upasargas with adagama forms. Okay. All are not possible. Obviously not possible in the world of language. We don't find them. But for the grammaticality, for the example, for the feel of it, I tried to do that. You can do it with one more dhatu like vad, chal, something you can take and you can also do the same. Okay, I did it with two dhatus. One is bhu and one is gam. So I'll just read out those examples with these principles in mind. Okay, so I have arranged them according to the a, u and vyanjana. Okay, so let me read out. Pra plus a, adagama will become pra. So it's pra gachat. Apa plus adagama becomes apa. Apa gachat. Ava gachat. Upa gachat. Para agachat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 examples. Now we come to E. E ending are 8 of them. So E plus a adagama, it will become ya. Now we'll see what vya are bringing in. Vyagachat, v plus a. Nyagachat, ni plus a. Adhyagachat, adhi plus a. Apyagachat, api plus a. Atyagachat, ati plus a. Abhyagachat, abhi plus a. Pratyagachat, prati plus a. Paryagachat, pari plus a. Okay, so it will become parya, adya, pratya, abhya, as we have already discussed. Now the third possibility, u plus a, it will become va. That is, okay, or then vyanjana plus a. First we will see u plus a, va. Anvagachat, swagachat. Okay, swagachat, just for, as I told you, it's not there in the word. This one I have just written for the feel of it. Then vyanjana ending, samagachat, sam plus agachat, samagachat, nir plus a, nira, niragachat, duragachat, udagachat. Okay, so that is now we enter in a new paradigm, new area, a new territory, okay, of the I. You know where I comes? I comes with, as a adagama lakara, I comes with all swara starting dhatus. I checked ashtadhyay.com for each and every case, and it applies. All, please write it down. All swara adi dhatus will have I as its adagama lakara form. Okay, right. So akaradi dhatu, then what it happens? Adagame dirgha. Okay, this will say atat. Oh, sorry, not e once, e and I. Oh, sorry, sir. Not all swara. I will tell you again the list. I'm sorry. A plus a, like a starting dhatus. Sorry, please cancel this rule which I told before. All swara no. Aikara happens with. I'll tell you the list just after this. So first we'll take a starting dhatu. It is at. What happens? Adagama plus this becomes atat. Okay, so then ikaraga. First we will see the lakara only. We are not considering the upasarga. We are considering only the lakara. So atat, atat. Okay, atat. Then ikaradi dhatu. Now this will have the aikara. The ikaradi dhatu will take aikara in the adagama lakara. So for example, ish, ichati is the form. Now what will the lang lakara form have? Aichat. Okay, right. Next, the ukaradi dhatu will have au. Okay, adagama. It's auhat. Uh dhatu is there. So it will become auhat. Okay. Now the rikaradi dhatu will have r. Rich, archat. Okay, like that. Now the ekaradi dhatu will have I. So the E and A will have I. That is what I had to tell. What I was telling, stupidly I was telling that every swaradi will take I. Why will it take I? Only two cases will take I, because I, that guna formula is there now. When we learned the guna, yan and all, what we put? E, A, I, ya. U, O, au, va. That is the formula here also. So for the E and A, the I will come. The U and O, au will come. But for the A will come. And for the Ru, R will come. Okay, so this is the, so we relate it to that directly. Okay, yatha age, aijat. Ajati is a like Vedic dhatu. It becomes aijat. Then okaradi dhatu. The dhatu starts with O, then it takes au. Yatha ok, aukhat. Okay, so don't ask me the meanings of this. Please check in ashtadhyay.com. I didn't note down the meanings. I just wrote the dhatus forms for the forms. Okay. So again, I'll try to tell you because you are not visualizing it. Again, I'll tell you as a summary. A starting dirgha. E starting aikara. U starting aukara. Ru starting r. A starting aikara. O starting aukara. In the adagama. Okay. Now we will go to the next step. We'll go to the upasarga adding. Now this is homework for you. Okay. So what you do based on these principles, try to add different upasargas. Take single ones. My best advice is don't take multiple upasargas. Take single upasargas with the same formulas and try to see how they are connected with these. This is your homework. It's a very interesting homework, and you'll always, all the life, you will cherish this knowledge, because when you find it out, it will be happy feeling.
Can we choose any ukaradi or any dhatu, right?
Yes.
Akaradi.
Yeah. So I told you six swaradis. Okay, six swaradi dhatus I discussed. They are a, e, u, r, a, o. 6 cases I told you. Okay. With these 6, we have the 22 upasargas and the 4 categories. We don't need to take them separately. We should take the 4 categories. The upasarga ending. That is akaranta, ikaranta, ukaranta, vyanjananta. Okay, so take 1 from each and try to join with each of these 6. So there are 4 categories, these are 6. So 4 plus 6, try to make combinations. Okay.
Bhagini, I just want to make sure Ikaranta becomes H-chati, E.
E becomes I, not A.
I, okay. U becomes Au.
Au, correct.
Ur becomes R.
R. Chat. R. Because Vriddhi comes, not Guna. Vriddhi is happening. Yeah.
Okay. I becomes
I. A becomes I. O becomes
I. O becomes Au.
Correct.
Okay. Thanks.
There are no Au beginning dhatus and I beginning dhatus. I didn't see them in the ashtadhyayi.com also. Okay. So E and A are related, they become I. U and O are related, they become Au. Remaining is A becomes Dirgha, R becomes R. That's all. Okay.
Madam, Gayati, Gai Dhatu Killa?
No, Ga.
That is Gai, na? Ga, it's Ga starting. It's not I starting.
Ga.
We are talking about starting letter. Just let me double check again. 1 minute. I have seen it, ashtadhyayi.com. I seen how and I did not find. Still, I would like to see once before I conclude.
But Bhagini, when you decide the Adi Akshara, you have to drop out the swaras and then idagamas and then take just the dhatu, right? Because there are some swaras attached to the dhatu pata.
Oh, no. We don't fall into all that. We take what is there given out of that. So please refer to ashtadhyayi.com. He gives the Mola basic dhatu which is to be used, and I just take it. I don't care about the dhatu pata forms any time in my life. Okay. Like I know them, gamlugatau. I know that it is l, it is there, but I don't bother about it because it's not for beginners. Okay. They are very technical and I don't want to go into that. Though I have introduced Itsanya to you, I remember discussing Itsanya, but it's complicated. I am not a very good teacher for that. I'm going to confuse you a lot in that. Okay. In the ashtadhyayi.com, he has enlisted the first form in the red maroon color.
It is there. Yes.
It's not loading in my. When it loads, I'll tell you. So we'll go ahead with the next this thing. Some more part. I think we have reached the end because I'm giving you Bhudhatu. Okay, Bhudhatu forms I'll read out according to the Upasarga order. Okay. Let me read out. Please listen. Pra plus abhavat. That I'm reading out. Prabhavat. Parabhavat. Apabhavat. Samabhavat. Anvabhavat. Avabhavat. Nirabhavat. Durabhavat. Vyabhavat. Abhavat. Nyabhavat. Adhyabhavat. Apyabhavat. Atyabhavat. Svabhavat. Udabhavat. Abhyabhavat. Pratyabhavat. Pariyabhavat. Upabhavat. Okay. So for the Bhu Dhatu, I made it. And for Gam Dhatu, I made it. So you can take one Dhatu and with the same principles, you take Bhu Dhatu as a standard or the Gam Dhatu as a standard, then prepare others. These are the 2 homeworks you can do and you can enjoy the formations. Okay. So by this, I come to the end of the presentation. If you have any doubts, you can ask. So I'm going to talk to everyone. You can please raise hands or ask down directly. And just check what is written. Can't understand. Show PDF. Yeah, today I could not show. I'll share it. Vyakaranam though is not. Vyakaranam is not dhatu. What happens in Vyakaranam is V plus A plus Kr is there. So it's Vyakr. So V plus A is Upasarga plus Upasarga. Then A plus Kr is the Swara plus Vyanjana. So Swara plus Vyanjana is not going to fetch you any Sandhi. So it's Vyakr. Sandhi happens with Upasarga plus Upasarga. That's all.
Isn't it a Samastapada, Bhagini? Isn't it called a Samastapada? No.
What is Samastapada?
Vyavakriyate iti.
Yeah, actually, by technically it is a Samastapada I have word. Upasarga plus Dhatu combination is Samastapada they say, but it's all for grammar knowledge. The practical language problem, I want you to don't go to that area.
No, that's why I didn't use the word Vyakarana as the example, but
it is a Samastapada technically by Ashtadhyayi, but I don't prefer using that Samastaness in that normal language. I want you to think it as a Upasarga Dhatu combination. That's all. Let it be Samasa, but not for us. Okay. Yeah, I'll post the shloka. It went off my mind. I'll post it. Thank you for reminding.
But Bhagini, when we are looking at all these things, some of the courses I've taken, they all make sense now. Because the Idagamas, Adagamas, and then Bu and I, Vriddhi Sandhi, Yana Sandhi, all of them fall in place nicely. So it is, I can see how Panini sat down and wrote all the rules, because it makes a lot of sense when you actually deal with it. So that's good. Dhanyavada.
So, like as I told you, my this thing has been to give the students to practically work with something. Okay, so they should not feel like this is something very tough. I have seen even professors saying things like, "Oh, this is not your area. You know, it's going to be very tough." No, it's not. Sanskrit is very systematic. This much systematicness you will not find in any of the Indian languages that we speak. It is very like mathematics. You can put plus and minus, and you can just practice it like any mathematical lesson, and it's going to be precisely working. Okay, and you're going to enjoy. Don't shut your doors, as I always told you, to these forms. And whenever you see Upasarga, say, yes, I'm ready for it. I'm ready. Just leap at it. Just jump at it. Yes, this is my area. I'll do it. Okay. Just that formula is the most important one. What exactly? So, and second thing, some days I never deal in my classes very like I'll pick. Oh, now today we are going to learn the Visarga Sandhi. You know, these are the possible things. These are what happens. No, I never tell like that. I take a language element and I tell them whatever is applied there. For example, in this you have observed we have covered Yana Sandhi, but did I tell you the rules of Yana? I said it will become Ya. That's all. I said it will become Va. When you see Va in between and where Sandhi is possible, then it's a Yana Sandhi. And we have worked out practically the Upasarga and Dhatu, and Sandhi is in your hands. Isn't it? Instead of I explaining each Iko and Achi, all that Sutra, Yopirit, I tell you all the technical things, all the discussion, the Siddhanta, the Mahabhashya, everything I tell you. But will you be able to make Abhyagachat very comfortably with all that knowledge? I doubt. Okay. So this is how I practically work out things. I don't have much Vyakarana knowledge, but this is how I approach stepwise. However, I learned the simple ways I think are useful for students. I just present.
Bhagini, I have a question. Yeah. When Vyanjana and Swara get together, Sandhi will not happen, right?
Nothing will happen.
Yeah, nothing will happen. So that word, is it called Samhita?
Yes, I heard that it's called Samhita, but as I told you, I'm not that gripped in Vyakarana. So I restrain myself from giving you those formulas and those siddhantas, etc.
Samyoga iti kathayanti va?
Samyoga, Samhita, something is there. I don't know. I don't want to comment on that. Please ask the Vyakarana. Samhita, Samyoga, Sandhi, all have some technical differences which I am not very much aware of. But I heard that if any new happens, that is Sandhi. Nothing new happens, that's not a Sandhi.
So Prakriti Bhava.
Not Prakriti Bhava, no. Sama, like sam plus agachat, samagachat.
Oh.
Yeah. They have joined, but in Prakriti Bhava, they don't even join.
So Prakriti Bhava and both swaras, I think. Yeah. It's not Vyanjana.
Like Guru Agachatam. There Sandhi doesn't happen. Guru Agachatam we don't say. That is Prakriti Bhava. That remains as only.
Hari Etau.
Hari Etau.
They just retain. It remains same.
We don't say.
Okay.
That is Prakriti Bhava. Okay, I think we get close. No more doubts.
Dhanyavada.
Was it clear or did it confuse you? Honestly, tell me.
It's very clear. It's
clear.
Actually, it is stimulating, I would say, because you want to think more now. For me, at least, right?
Yes, that is correct.
You come out and then you start making mistakes, and then you go back and correct it. So it's like you said, the mathematics, right? You start with your formula, and then you make a mistakes. You go back and check it, and there are exceptions too. So here also we have exceptions. I mean, like the point you made is, yes, we cannot learn Vyakarana only. We have to learn the language and then the Vyakarana. It's like Prakriti Bhava, I explained it well now, very beautifully, right? So it makes sense. If you study Prakriti Bhava, what for? You come back and see this is how the words are. So it should be a good compromise between the two.
That you got the point.
Yeah.
I'm always like, I have this small thing. Am I reaching properly? Am I making that confused? This question I always have. That I want a right answer. Okay, don't hesitate to tell me that we were confused. If any one of you are there, like those who understood will always say they understood. But there are some people whom I think I also know some names. Maybe I guess, oh, these people did not follow. I feel like that. So if you don't follow, then please ask me. I'll try to explain. In the group also, I can send a voice message. Please ask me. No problem. Now we'll close the class with this.
Dhanyavada.
Aste prajabhyah paripalayantam nyayena margena mahim mahishaah gobrahmanebhyah shubhamatu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu sarve bhavantu sukhinah sarve santu niramayah sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kasyid dukkha bhaveet sarvam shriram. So give me some time before this PDF with Vyoma to add this presentation to the video. Okay, I'll try to talk to, because I know how to do it personally. I'll take the video from them. I'll make this presentation and give it to you. Okay.
Okay.
धन्यवादः भगिनी.
धन्यवादः.
बहुवी
Excellent.
उत्तमा आसीत्. धन्यवादाः.
शुभरात्रि भगिनी. धन्यवादः.
धन्यवादः भगिनी. शुभरात्रि.
धन्यवादाः भगिनी.
धन्यवादः.
धन्यवादः.